Hello everyone, welcome back to ICT Knowledge, Class 12, Computer Science, Session 4 covers Computer Networks, a full theory chapter carrying 8 to 10 marks in your board exam. We will cover network types, topologies, devices, transmission media, and protocols. This is pure theory, so today we focus on definitions, diagrams, and comparisons that examiners love to test. A computer network is a collection of interconnected devices that share resources, data, and communicate with each other. Why do we need networks? Resource sharing lets multiple computers share one printer or internet connection. Communication enables email, messaging, video calls. Data sharing allows file transfer and centralized databases. Cost reduction comes from sharing expensive resources. Centralized management lets one server handle users and security. And reliability means if one computer fails, other keeps working. Watch the four network types appear. PAN, Personal Area Network, covers just a few meters like Bluetooth connecting your headphone to your phone. Local Area Network LAN covers one building or campus like a school computer lab. MAN Metropolitan Area Network covers one city like a cable TV network. WAN Wide Area Network covers countries or the entire globe. The internet itself is the biggest WAN. Remember the size order: PAN is smallest, WAN is largest. Topology means the physical or local arrangement of nodes and connections in a network. Watch the four main topologies appear. Bus topology uses a single central cable that all nodes attached to. Cheap, but one cable failures breaks everything. Star topology connect all nodes to a central hub. Most popular, easy to troubleshoot. Ring topology forms a closed loop where data flows in one direction using token passing. Mesh topology connects every node to every other node. Most reliable but most expensive. Here are the actual diagrams you should draw in your exam. Star topology as a central hub with all nodes connecting directly to it, like spokes on a wheel. Advantage: easy to install, one node failure does not affect others. Disadvantage: if the hub fails, the entire network goes down. Bus topology has one long backbone cable with all nodes tapping into it. Advantages: cheapest option, uses least cable. Disadvantage: if the cable may Disadvantage: if the main cable breaks, the entire network fails and it slows down with many nodes due to collisions. Ring topology connects nodes in a closed loop. Data passes from one node to node in one direction using a token. Advantage: equal access for all nodes, no collisions. Disadvantage: one node failure can break the entire ring. Mesh topology connects every single node to every other node directly. Advantage: most reliable. Multiple paths means no single point of failure. Disadvantage: extremely expensive for n nodes. You need n times n minus 1 divided by 2 cables. Just for just 5 nodes, that 10 cables. Watch the 6 network devices appear. Modem modulates and demodulates signals, converts digital to analog and back to internet connectivity. Hub broadcasts data to all connected ports. It is a dumb device. Switch sends data to a specific port only. It is smart. It knows which device is where. Router connects different networks together, like connecting your home network to the internet. Gateway connects network using different protocols. Repeater boosts weak signals over long distances. The key comparison hub broadcast to all, switch sends to specific, switch is smarter and faster. Two categories wired or guided media and wireless or unguided media. Watch them appear. Twisted pair cable uses copper wires twisted together. Cheap, commonly used for telephone and Ethernet. Coaxial cable as a better shielding used for cable TV. Fiber optic cable transmits data as light pulses, the fastest option but more expensive. Microwave requires line of sight between towers. Satellite covers huge distances but has high latency. Noticeable delay. Infrared work for short range like a TV remote controls. For speed, remember fiber optic is always the fastest. A protocol is a set of rules that governs how data is transmitted between devices on a network. Watch the six protocols appear. HTTP handles regular web pages uses port 80. HTTPS is the secure version with encryption uses 443. File transfer protocol uses files between computers uses port 21. SMTP sends email uses port 25. POP3 and IMAP receive email using port 110 and 143. TCP or IP is a core protocol suite that makes the entire internet work. Memorize these port numbers, they are a favorite MCQ topic. Let's understand each protocol deeply. TCP/IP breaks data into packets and ensures reliable delivery across the internet. It is the foundational protocol suite. HTTP is for web browsing. HTTPS adds SSL or TLS encryption for security. That's why you see the log icon in your browser. FTP transfers files, upload or download between computers. SMTP sends email while POP3 downloads and deletes from the server. And IMAP synchronize email across multiple devices. VoIP makes voice calls over the internet instead of traditional phone lines like WhatsApp calls. PPP creates direct point to point connections, historically used for dial up. An IP address is a unique number address assigned to each device on a network. IP version 4 looks like 192.168.1.1. Four numbers, each 0 to 255, total 32 bits. IP version 6 is longer, 128 bits, created because IP version 4 address ran out. IP addresses can be static, meaning fixed, or dynamic, meaning automatically assigned through DHCP. MAC address is the physical hardware address burnt into your network interface card. Format is six pairs of hexadecimal digits. Unlike IP, MAC never changes. DNS domain name system translate domain names like google.com into IP addresses. It is called the phone book of the internet. This comparison table is guaranteed exam material. IP address is assigned by the network or ISP through software, while MAC address is assigned by the manufacturer in hardware. IP address can change. It's dynamic. MAC address cannot change. It is permanent. IP format is 4 numbers for IP version 4. MAC format is 6 hexadecimal pairs. IP is used for routing across networks. MAC is used for identifying a device within a local network. In OSI model terms, IP operates at the network layer while MAC operates at the data link layer. A firewall is a security system that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predefined rules. It acts as a barrier between use it acts as a barrier between your trusted internal network and the untrusted external internet. Can be hardware or software. A VPN, virtual private network, creates a secure encrypted tunnel over a public network. It hides your real IP address and encrypts your data, protecting your privacy. Commonly used for remote work access. A cookies or small text files websites stored on your computer to remember login state and preferences. A session is a temporary connection between client and server during active interaction. Rapid fire. Land covers a building, man covers a city, van covers the globe. Switch is a smarter than hub because it sends to a specific port instead of broadcasting. Router connects different networks together. HTTP uses port 80, HTTPS uses port 443, FTP uses port 21, SMTP uses port 25. Star topology is the most popular and reliable choice. Fiber optic is the fastest transmission media. TCP or IP is a core protocol suite over the internet. Bandwidth measures data transfer capacity in bits per second. 8 key points. 6 question types for networks. Differentiate for 3 marks. LAN versus WAN, hub versus switch, IP versus MAC, IP versus MAC address. Draw and explain for 3 marks. Draw a topology diagram with 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages. Define for 2 marks. Protocol, bandwidth, firewall, VPN, DNS. Identify protocol for 2 marks. Which protocol handles web browsing? Which protocol handles web browsing, file transfer, email? Suggest topology for 3 marks. Given a scenario with multiple buildings, suggest topology and devices need. Full forms for 2 marks. LAN, WAN, TCP or IP, HTTP, FTP, DNS, VPN. 8 exam traps. Switch is a smarter than hub because hub broadcasts to all ports while switch sends to a specific port. Router works between different networks unlike switch which works within one network. HTTPS equals HTTP plus security. Thus S stands for secure, uses SSL or TLS encryption on port 443. MAC address never changed since it is burned into hardware, but IP address can change dynamically. Mesh topology needs n times n minus 1 divided by 2 cables. For 5 nodes, that's 10 cables. Star topology as a single point of failure. If the hub dies, the whole network dies. Fiber optic uses light, not electricity. That's why it is the fastest and immune to electrical interference. DNS is, DNS is called the Internet's phone book because it converts readable names to machine IP address. Quiz challenge. Question 1. A school has 4 computer labs in different buildings. Suggest a suitable topology and the network devices needed and justify your answer. Question 2. Differentiate between IP address and MAC address. Give any 3 points. Bonus. What port numbers do HTTP, HTTPS, FTP and SMTP use? Write your answers in the comments. Subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you.